Hey, I'm Yusuf from Forage SF, and I am here in my friend Alex and Lauren's beautiful backyard, and tonight we're going to make some pizzas with some of these beautiful mushrooms. So actually, the first pizza we're going to make is with these Maitakes, which are really amazing mushrooms. You can use them in a lot of different ways. One preparation I really like that we're actually going to do tonight too on one of the pizzas is you just slice them pretty thin, maybe like a half inch, 3/4 inch. And just cook them in, kind of shallow fry them in oil. Just turn them once, and they get this really browned, amazing flavor. The other mushroom we're going to use today are these lobster mushrooms, which are super beautiful. And a really fun little fact about these is that these mushrooms don't grow like this. So these are another mushroom that's actually been invaded by a parasitic fungus, and that's what the orange is. And what it actually does is makes this mushroom way more delicious than it would have been originally. And so if you cut it open, you can actually see the original mushroom in there. But the flavor totally changes, the texture totally changes. So it's actually really cool. So it's called the lobster mushroom because it's orange, but it also kind of has a little bit of a shellfish flavor, which is a fun coincidence. And I want to give a little shout out. So the kind of inspiration for thinking about using the Maitake mushrooms on a pizza was from this really great book, Wild Table by Connie Green, who's an amazing, super old school mushroom forager around here. So if you haven't heard of her, you should really check her out. It's really amazing recipes about all kinds of wild forage stuff in here. Another shout out to a buddy of ours is Jeff from Pizza Hacker. We got some of his sauce right here that he gave us the other day. He just opened a place up in Marin. Really beautiful outdoor pizza eating area, brewery up there. It's really cool. Nice to get out from time to time. And we have a whole bunch of other stuff. We're also going to use this, which is one of my favorite sauces, if you can call it a sauce. It's basically just 1-to-1 ginger and scallion. And I just cook that in a pretty healthy amount of oil for maybe 30 seconds and then just put it in my fridge and I put it on everything. So what we're going to do is Maitakes, this ginger scallion, a little bit of Parmesan on that one, and it's going to be really delicious. So we'll get started on that. So first I'm going to show you these Maitake mushrooms. So what's great about these are farm raised, which means they're super easy to clean, which is really nice. These also grow wild. So Maitake actually apparently translates to the dancing mushroom in Japanese. And the story goes that it's because people dance so much when they find them in the woods. So that's a little fun fact. So all you really need to do on this is cut off this root here. So yeah, just look it over. They're always really, really clean. And then you just want to cut them in kind of half-inch slices. They'll start to fall apart a little bit. It's not the end of the world. Sprinkle them in there, but try to keep them as whole as you can. And then these are the lobster mushrooms. And these are really, really dense. You don't want to cut them too thick. So first we're going to pre-roast a couple of the veggies. So I got these beautiful peppers that honestly, I'm not sure what they are, but they're not super spicy. I got them in my River Dog CSA box. And if you have never had River Dog farm vegetables, you have to try them. It's a totally different vegetable than you've ever had before. Really amazing flavors. So we're going to roast these in the pizza oven a little bit. I'm just going to throw these in here with throw a little oilio on there. A little salt, if I can find that in this. There it is. Yeah, so just a little bit like that. Super simple. And then we're going to do the Radicchio too, which is a super nice bitter green, bitter vegetable. I'm just going to pre-roast this a teeny bit, just because on the pizza might not finish itself up. Throw that in there. Okay, throw these in. pizza, you really want to cut these pretty thin. And then we're gonna pre-roast these a little bit because these really need to cook a little bit before they go on. Okay, you take these peppers out. They're nice little and roasty. So next, we're gonna throw these Maitakes in. So these Maitakes are the ones we're gonna put on one of the pizzas. But this is a technique you can use just on your stove because chances are you don't have a backyard wood-fired oven. Just put a good amount of oil in there. Just set them in there. These are cut like about maybe a 1/4 inch thick. And set them in there. And you want the pan and the oil a little bit hotter than this when you do it. You really want it to sizzle when it goes in. And with a stove, that'd be easier. Throw a little salt on them. And then once they've browned on one side, you just flip them. And that's all you need to do. Toss them back in there. Yes. Okay, cool. So these have been in here like 10 minutes. And see how they brown there? So that's perfect. That's just what you want. And on the stove, obviously, it's going to be a little bit different. But they are so amazing. And I can't wait for you to try them. So next we're going to throw these lobster mushrooms in here. These really need like a little bit of a cook before they go on top of the pizza. So we're just going to throw a little olive oil in there. You're just tasting those Maitake mushrooms that came out of the oven. They're like, it's hard to explain what they taste like. They're amazing. It's almost like fried chicken, my friend was saying. You really, really have to try them. Throw a little bit of those in there. Salt, good measure. Toss around a little bit. In the oven. So now we're gonna make the Maitake pizza. So we have these roasted Maitakes, which are just amazing, and you can't not eat them. So we're gonna throw some of those on there. Good smattering. There's a good amount of oil on there, but I'm just gonna throw a little bit more on. Just for good measure. And we're also gonna put this ginger scallion sauce I was talking about before. And this is really just like 1-to-1 ginger to scallions, and I cook it for about 30 seconds in oil. And it goes on everything. So it'll last forever in your fridge. Great on rice or meat or chicken or meat. And then we are gonna put some Parmesan on here too. Because who wouldn't want some cheese? There we go. It's ready to go in the oven. There we go. Threw an egg on there too. Beautiful. So for our next pizza, we're gonna do our garbage pie, affectionately named. So we're just gonna put all the good stuff we have. So first, we're gonna use these lobster mushrooms that we roasted in the pizza oven for quite a while. These are really, tough is not the right word, but really firm texture. So they really want to cook a little bit. So we put those there. Let's really go for it. We have a lot of them. Let's go crazy. Next, we're gonna put a little radicchio. Put a little bitterness in all the best ways. A little corn, which is amazing on pizza and in pasta. You should use corn in pasta. It gives like a super fresh taste, super fresh vibe. It's kind of a lot of stuff on here. This little baby pizza. And then these beautiful peppers that we roast in the oven too from River Dog Farm, which you should really visit because it's amazing. I'm saying amazing a lot, but it's really true. And then a little Parmesan. Maybe a lot of Parmesan? There we go. See how that is. Here, Lauren will add the prosciutto to our beautiful pizza.